Well, it seems to me though, Carl, the problem is that show's been running so long that all the big names have already been done, so it's going to end up having to be, isn't it, Lamal or some old kind of 50s singer you've never heard of? Isn't that the problem?
I remember when...
I mean, it's just
Eddie Reader was on there. You've had Eddie Reader.
But it's just a karaoke contest. It's just, I think you're assuming that everyone on there wants to get, you know, a recording contract.
They do, Steve.
Okay.
In that bit at the back where they say, and the votes are coming in, let's have a look at the tension now that's going on. And they sat there and they really think they are Elvis. And they are Luther Vandross. Sat there, and like, if they were all sat there having a laugh...
Woke up this morning, looked at your picture just to get me started. Filth.
If they were all sat there, sort of thinking, oh god, this is a bit of a laugh, innit? But they're not, you can see that they all really want it. And it's like...
So what I'm saying is, who are you putting in Room 101? Are you putting in the people who are just there to have a bit of fun?
Everyone involved in that show.
Including Kelly?
Yeah.
He's a talented guy. You don't care?
No,
he's going in as well.
He's in there first, and then everyone else, everyone who enters it, the people who go and sit in the audience, everything.
But what would you do Saturday night? You'd love the show, you watch it every week.
It was just on when I was getting ready to go out, and there's nothing else on at that time.
Sure.
And it was the final on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, you got to watch the final, your live final.
Well, who would you do if you went on the show?
Moby.
I'd probably do... Ooh.
It's not that you look like them though, is it?
No,
you sound like...
because they wouldn't let me on as Tracy Chapman. I was furious.
That's annoying.
Because I sound just like her, but they said... No.
Bowie.
You do Bowie?
Yeah.
Can I hear your impression?
No.
Well, come on.
No, because you just said if you could go on and what have you, I'm saying that...
Well, it's got to be someone you can do. I mean, obviously I'd go on as Will Smith because I can do the rapping.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm not a good singer. I've never really been into singing. I've never done a live singing thing before.
Haven't you?
No.
But if there was a talent show on,
what did you do?
I did Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles, and I mimed, dressed up as a woman.
How old were you?
It was when I was still going to school, so it was like...
Well, I hope so.
12.
And why did you do that? What did you mime to, and why were you dressed as a woman? Where's the logic in this, is what I'm saying, Carl? What sort of act was this?
I think I was meant to get hold of some, like, Egyptian outfit. Couldn't. So I looked in my mum's wardrobe, and I had a dress.
Dressed in a fez, carrying some lizards, that'd do it, wouldn't it?
I had some boots and a wig on.
And how did you dance? Look, he looks confused.
He's confused by his own act.
He's suddenly confused.
The best bit was it was like a proper talent show. Do you know where you cover it all?
Yeah.
So I did like the dancing and the miming, and then I also did a bit of magic, right? Where I had like a cloth, right, and I had it over my hand like that, and the crowd were like, oh god, what's he gonna do?
Of course they were. Go on, and what was the trick?
They weren't saying that. And the crowd going, oh, what's the great
There's one chorus. Ooh, what's he gonna do?
Oh, what's the great Pilkington gonna do?
So what I did was, I was stood there teasing them, and
teasing the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna make a bird appear before your very eyes. Okay. And I pulled the tea towel off, and I just had hold of an egg. And I said, oh, it isn't born yet. They loved it.
He's so proud of that! Look at his face!
Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah.
Did you have any help at all?
No.
So you did Walk Like an Egyptian and dress as a woman, then you did the egg trick.
And then I was also playing like a janitor. Because when the next person was singing, I'd come on and all the electric went off. And I came on going, oh god, has anyone got 50p for the meter?
Oh, you're quite a little showman, weren't you?
And then, like, you know,
Did you win?
Chucked her some money.
Yeah.
And,
are you sure you weren't actually employed as the janitor?
No, did you win?
No, I think we came second. This really tarty girl who did Madonna, like a virgin. And I thought, yeah, right. Like you are. She was a right ropey little woman. But,
so great. Okay,
brilliant.
so Spy the Stars in Our Eyes, we better play a track, hadn't we?
Indeed, yeah. Bit of Tom McRae. This was a track we played a while back. I enjoyed it. Tom McRae, End of the World News.
Yeah, I love that one. I hope you're enjoying the music. We're loving it, aren't we?
Indeed.
Still to come, we've got another entry to Room 101, Carl's final entry, and then that giveaway, the famous giveaway with Enhance Carl's Life. Can I have some adverts though first, Carl? Because I'm getting a bit fed up with adverts for a little while.
Badly Blonde Boy, Once Around the Block, classic, a retro cut.
Getting a bit sad now, Steve. 20 minutes.
Indeed. You're right.
I've got so much to say. I've got so much to leave people with about Carl, all the things he's done, looking back. Carl, do you remember when I put up the waste paper bin on your head?
Classic.
Classic time, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that? What did I do to you today?
Well, you tried to bring the same memories flooding back to me by putting the same grotty bin on my head. But the annoying thing was, last time we did it was quite a new bin.
Yeah.
Did it today, it's rank, all sorts of stuff on
What
it.
else did I do when I saw you around the corner down there? Let's go on.
I went to get the paperwork and that you need to produce the show.
Yeah.
And, came round the corner. Ricky was sort of hiding. And I was concentrating, reading stuff. And he goes,
I don't imagine it was as soft and gentle as that. I imagine it was more like... Exactly.
Like that. And I tell you what, I nearly exploded, because he's not hot on one leg, right? And look, he's sort of, I don't know why I'm doing this, but he sort of was walking out and on, looking down, and I went, and he hopped like that, and his legs
Rest assured, listeners, that if you were here, it's not any funnier than it is if you were listening at home. It's only amusing to Ricky.
but I tell you what, it makes you feel really refreshed.
He was going on and having a heart attack like that, and I was nearly having a heart attack laughing, and he went, I feel good now. He said, I can see why people skydive. He said that would be good for people that were ill. Oh, Carl!
Did make me feel...
How am I gonna live without Carl for 14 weeks?
Oh, you'll find other people to irritate.
Oh dear, okay, so, right, well, we got this final entry in Room 101, but we've also, had so many emails and letters about this competition, people trying to bribe you with things. They've been great. Can you read a few of them all?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, obviously, this is, people trying to win this, bag that we got signed at the BAFTAs. We got Graham Norton, Angus Dayton, Alan Davis, Jamie Theakston, Paul Whitehouse, Baxendale, Helen, Steve Filmich and McFadden, Peter Davis and Simon Pegg, Steve Wright, all different people signing the big bag.
Do you know what I think, though? I don't think people want that. I think they want to contribute to Carl's existence.
Well, this is
I really genuinely think that Carl was sort of, you've only been, how long have we been doing this now with you, sort of like, in the area? 3 months?
Yes.
I think you've touched people's lives, Carl. I don't think I've ever met, well, I haven't met you, but I think your soul comes across as like a cross between, I'd put it, it's like a cross between a cat
And Rain Man. But we've had quite a few which are, which obviously want to kind of further your education. Obviously, when we're off air, this is something we're worried that's just going to dry up, and we've tried hard to educate you. So, lots of books, lots of people suggesting books, the Giant Book of Mysteries. And I mean, if you chose this one, Carl, it tells you, how 3,000 Japanese soldiers literally vanished overnight. Real life accounts of vampires. The man who planned his own crucifixion. The famous Ghostbuster, Harry Price. And lots of, things about spontaneous combustion.
Is this the one about the woman with the hairball?
That's not got the one with the hairball in there. I'll have to dig that one out for you.
These sort of books are the thing that I'm after.
This is what interesting is.
I've brought in one as well. It's a friend who works with Jane, my girlfriend, called Liz, and she wants to put this forward. And this is Trade Secrets: Everything You Will Ever Need to Know About Everything. And it's just like little tips. You know what I mean?
But there's so many things competing with that. You see, there's another guy who sent in. He wants to give you a video entitled "Making Love" Parts 1 and 2, an instructional guide. I imagine you'd enjoy that, Carl.
Nah.
No? Nothing they can teach you?
Nah.
Sure. The Reader's Digest book of strange stories and amazing facts again, other stuff here. Why cats have 9 lives, Carl.
Well, hang on a minute.
Why meteors are likely to destroy Earth in the next 100 years.
You're wasting your time.
Okay.
In this Trade Secrets book,
Yep.
listen to this for a tip. Make a necklace from electrical wire.
That's a good idea.
But don't plug it in.
What about...
Doesn't say that.
What about this then, Carl? Because, obviously we're concerned that you didn't get your GCSEs, or you didn't get as many as you'd have hoped. There's a guy here, this is Victoria, and she's saying she's more than willing to give you all of her awards and certificates. She's got 6 GCSEs, 6 A's and 4, but she's got many GCSEs, in fact, 6 A's, 4 B's, 3 A-levels, and a master's degree in philosophy. She's willing to give you those certificates. She says you will be the proud owner of qualifications. As the owner of qualifications, she has found that anything she says is invariably believed, and that she's popular and very happy. She's willing to give you those qualifications. That's pretty impressive. You can claim they're your own. You have to change your name to Victoria, but other than that, I can see no problems.
And you have to put a dress on and a fez.
It's nice.
More like an Egyptian. But you see, there's lots of educational ones. Then there's other things which are perhaps less useful to you. This is, doesn't say who it's from, but, I think it's Ruth, and she's happy to give you a statue of an ostrich that she made when she was 7.
What about that?
Alright, you love birds, you love animals.
Yeah,
apparently,
statue.
the legs fell off under the weight of the body, so now it's just a legless ostrich, but even so.
Yeah.
Even so.
I've only got a small flat and...
Sure. Another woman here,
I doubt if it's ostrich size.
Yeah, it's just clogging up space though, isn't it?
this is Lauren, she's willing to give you some of her handmade blue tack animals. She makes animals out of blue tack. She can give you an elephant, a seahorse, a tortoise, a pig, a butterfly, fish, snail, even a stegosaurus, or anything you choose.
See, I've got my heart set on...
You've got the books, you're excited by the
this
books.
book.
What about this, though? This is a Lego alarm clock with a little Lego man who's got a variety of hats. It says here, including biker's helmet and cap. 2, I think, of the village people. I don't know, Carl, if again people are picking certain things up. A clear stiletto mobile phone holder with pink fur on it, flashes pink and green, I think.